What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be getting into my Conference USA tournament predictions video here. Yes, so I believe this is the 26th or 27th conference tournament video we have done. Yeah, the 26th one. So we only have 6 more after this one to go through. But yeah, Conference USA hasn't a lot of teams left. Like I believe Florida Atlantic, I believe North Texas was in this conference as well. Last year they all left for the American, so it isn't as good as it used to be, but still a decent conference. So anyway, let's get into our predictions here. I'm going to start out with the number one or the standings here. Number one seed is Sam Houston State. They finished 13-3 in conference play. Then we got the two-seeded Louisiana Tech finishing 12-4 in conference play. Three-seeded Western Kentucky finishing 8-8 in conference play. Four-seeded Liberty finishing 7-9 in conference play, tied with five-seeded UTEP, six-seeded New Mexico State, seven-seeded Middle Tennessee State. All of those teams finished 7-9 in conference play. Then you get to Jacksonville State, who finishes 6-10 in conference play, and FIU finishing 5-11 in conference play. All right, without further ado, let's get into our predictions here. And that's going to start out with the essentially playing game that starts tomorrow. Jacksonville State taking on FIU. We take a look here. These two met on the 6th of January. Jacksonville State won by 7. Then they met on the 24th of February, and Jacksonville State won by 2. So it looks like Jacksonville State wins pretty regularly against this team, but I'm going to go with the 9-seeded FIU. I always say tough to beat a team 3 times. And obviously, these games are always toss-ups when you go 8 versus 9, but I have a gut feeling that FIU is going to pull off the slight upset. All right, but now for the next round. So how this is going to work is the Sam Houston FIU will play on Tuesday, as well as Louisiana Tech and Middle Tennessee State. And then on Thursday, the other two matchups will happen. So that gives the winners of these two matchups advantages with the days of rest. But then we get to Sam Houston versus FIU. We look here. FIU did beat Sam Houston on the 3rd of February by 7. And I believe that was their only matchup. Yes. So FIU did Sam Houston beat them on the 15th of February. Yeah, I do believe Sam Houston will get this done. You know, it's obviously the number 1 versus the 9 seed. That is always a very big question if the 9 seed can pull it off. I don't think they will be able to. Then we get to the next matchup on Tuesday, Louisiana Tech versus Middle Tennessee State. Louisiana Tech on the 11th of January won by 8. That game was being played at Middle Tennessee State. And then they played on the 9th just recently, and Louisiana Tech did win by 14. So it looks like Middle Tennessee State struggles against this team. Again, like I said, it's tough to beat a team 3 times, but I do believe that Louisiana Tech will get the job done. So give me the 2 seed. Okay, next for the Tuesday games, we get to Liberty taking on UTEP. These two met on the 3rd of February. That was at UTEP, and Liberty won by 2. UTEP did win by 16, though, on the 2nd of March. Liberty's kind of been a team that's kind of fallen off. You know, haven't been as good as what they were earlier this year. UTEP is on a 3-game winning streak, so honestly, I'm going to go with UTEP here. Why not go with the 5/4 with the win for UTEP? But then we get to 3-seeded Western Kentucky versus 6-seed New Mexico State. Western Kentucky is a good program, as well as New Mexico State. Obviously, if you don't remember last year, though, New Mexico State had that whole scandal thing or whatever. They were eliminated from, like, they didn't even get to play a game for the rest of the season. It was a whole thing. But yeah, New Mexico State was in the WAC. I guess they decided to join the Conference USA now. But on the 18th of January, New Mexico State beat Western Kentucky at home. And then on the 17th, Western Kentucky did beat New Mexico State. Western Kentucky is on a 4-game losing skid. New Mexico State is on a 2-game winning streak. Western Kentucky had a much better start to the year. Western Kentucky, they've played close games here. So I know Western Kentucky's on the losing streak, but they have lost these close games. I still believe in that Western Kentucky team. So give me the 3 seed in the win. So now we get to the Friday games, I believe, where we will have the quarterfinals between Sam Houston and UTEP. These two met on the 27th of January, where Sam Houston won by 4. And then on the 24th of February, Sam Houston won by 11. As I always mention, tough to beat a team 3 times in 1 year. UTEP is a red-hot team, but Sam Houston does get the extra days of rest, and they're just the top overall seed in the conference. So I do believe in Sam Houston that they will get the job done. But then next we have Louisiana Tech taking on Western Kentucky. These two met on the 7th of February. Western Kentucky beat Louisiana Tech on the road. Then the 28th of February, Louisiana Tech got their revenge and beat Western Kentucky. So that loss to Western Kentucky was Louisiana Tech was a part the 4-game losing skid for Western Kentucky. I do like Louisiana Tech a little bit more than I do Western Kentucky, so that's why I am going to go with the 2 seed. So for the championship and a spot in March Madness, we do have the top 2 seeds battling it out. Sam Houston, who's on a 7-game winning streak, taking on Louisiana Tech. These two met on the 6th of January. Sam Houston won by 4. Then they met on the 7th of March, and Sam Houston won by 6. That game was being played at Louisiana Tech. I'm going to go with Louisiana Tech. Why not go with the 3-seeded here? I know Sam Houston is a red-hot team right now, but Louisiana Tech, I think they can right their wrongs, get at least 1 win here against Sam Houston, make some adjustments, and get a big-time win. It's going to be tough. I could see a lot of these games going either way, but I do have 2-seeded Louisiana Tech getting the win. All right. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching this video today. Comment down below your predictions. Anyway, guys, peace out.